Oh, I always enjoy these conferences. I don't know why, because I attend more than 15 a year, I think. No, it's great. I mean, SMI have set up a great environment in which to network.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to SMI's 16th annual Gas to Liquids 2013 conference.
It's obviously of normal topics of interest, capital cost, the ability to raise finance, the drivers, key drivers of GTL, construction philosophies, and last but not least, I guess, product qualities.
I always find this conference stimulating. It always throws up something new. It's important that, to get the players here, and it's great to create a forum where people can be asked some very tough questions.
And so it's been a good opportunity for us to share our message and to hear what others are doing in the industry.
I'd like to say a huge thank you to SMI, another very successful GTL conference. It's 16 years, so they joined the industry early and they stuck with it. I think it's a valuable platform to hear what's going on, for everybody to network and to tell each other what they can do, what they can bring to the party, and long may it last. And I hope we will all meet again in about 12 months' time to hear of further successes in the industry. Thank you very much indeed.
The primary application you're targeting with your technology is the monetisation of oil fields with associated gas that would otherwise be difficult or impossible to develop for political reasons, probably. How do the economics of that stack up against the economics of conventional large-scale production of GTL products from natural gas?
Well, clearly the world-scale plants rely on economies of scale, and they make substantial returns by being able to offer these very high-margin speciality base oils and synthetic waxes and lubricants and so on top of the syn diesel and jet fuel and so on. The projects that we're looking at with small scale technology, as you've said, targeting associated gas, the economics are very, very different, because the returns are derived from the ability of the oil company to access crude oil production, to be able to enhance or even access oil fields which are in situations where it's incredibly difficult or expensive to deal with the associated gas that comes with oil production.
How close are you to reaching your first final investment decision on a commercial project using the technology that you've developed?
Well, we have a number of projects in different points around the globe. These are all at concept stage. We've just announced that we are now engaged in a pre-feed for a project in North America at 2,500 barrels a day. We see a number of these other projects we have moving towards feed early in 2014. And so we would see the first FID for EPC stages happening around about the end of 2014.
Your pilot plant for the Brazilian national oil and gas company Petrobras was judged a success. What happens next? Is Petrobras now intending to invest in a full-scale commercial size plant?
So it's a matter of public record that Petrobras' interest in GTL is very much focused on offshore applications in terms of their extended well test program, which they need in order to roll out and de-risk their full field development plans for the pre-salt. Their plans for feed for the commercial offshore GTL FPSO that's anticipated have clearly been delayed as part of their overall reprioritisation of their upstream programme since de Grassis Foster came aboard 18 months ago.
Your company is in talks with developers of more than 10 possible projects all over the world. What can you say about how those talks are going and which are the most promising contenders?
So we're in discussions actually with pretty much all the household names in this industry, and clearly these are strategic projects that are very important to these customers. These are projects in Australia, Southeast Asia, Russia, some CIS countries, North Africa, West Africa, the States, Canada and South America. And so clearly they're sensitive, and so they're all under non-disclosure agreements. The concept studies that we've been undertaking for these companies range in scale from 1,000 barrels a day, literally just dealing with very small amounts of associated gas that are holding up oil production, right the way through to 10,000 barrels a day, where you're moving into more gas monetisation projects. And it's very, very hard to tell which of these will actually go first, but we have enough of them to have confidence that one or two or three of them will start to progress quite quickly during 2014.
Your company, CompactGTL, has spent a lot of time and money on developing this technology, clearly. How have you financed all this work, given that you have yet to build your first commercial plant?
We are fortunate in having a very committed investor, Collar Capital, who invested in this business way back in 2006 when the company was incorporated. And they have funded the development programme to date, and they've continued to fund it as long as they have seen further value creation around the corner. In addition to that, as we've built our supply chain and we've brought in Sumitomo Precision Products, Sumitomo Corporation and Kawasaki Heavy Industries, who are pre-investing in the manufacturing capability that we require in order to provide the reactors that will be required for the projects. They have also made equity investments in the company to continue to support the business.
If all goes well, how much installed capacity might your company hope to have sold by, say, 2020, 7 years from now?
It's obviously a difficult question, and everyone has a crystal ball. I think, in terms of our business plans, between, say, 20 to 50,000 barrels a day of installed capacity at small scale by 2020.
Okay, and to finish off, how did you personally find your way into the gas to liquids business?
Well, I was running the upstream consultancy business for Advantica, which came out of British Gas, and I was fortunate to be approached by Preng, the headhunters in the oil and gas industry, for a position at CompactGTL to form part of the founding management team to take the company forward following Collar's investment. So the rest is history.
Okay, Iain, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks a lot.